the value of disappointment. So if we're going to feel any of the dark feelings, we don't just want to say, okay, bring it on, but we want to understand why. Why would we want to value the dark feelings, especially if they're uncomfortable, and especially if there's part of us that doesn't want to feel it? How can we motivate ourselves to say, no, they can come in, that emotion can come through the door? Well, the first thing, and whether we're talking about disappointment or sadness or anger or any feeling whatsoever, is that all the feelings, all the like hundreds and thousands of different combinations of feelings that we can feel, are signs and signals for us. In other words, your feelings are communication from your mind and your body. In fact, it is an attempt for the mind and body to communicate between the two of them. So disappointment, in the same way that happiness or any other feeling, is valuable because it's care instructions. It's telling you and telling your mind and your body how to take care of yourself. It's essentially communicating your needs. Feelings are a way for us to preserve, protect, and or serve ourselves. So they are care instructions on how to be a well, whole person. They're not just feelings, they're also experiences like diarrhea, like a belly ache, like getting a rash from putting a certain kind of lotion on. These are signs and symptoms and signals that your body is trying to communicate, but your body is also really trying to preserve or protect or serve your ultimate survival. And this is why I say our triggers are treasures, because triggers are simply signs and signals. They are an elevated level of feeling. You think about a time where you've been triggered, most of us would say it's uncomfortable. There's something about it, something that we are experiencing that is uncomfortable to get our attention and to move usually away from whatever it is. So, but when we recognize that our feelings are care instructions from the body, they are treasures in that if we understand the language and we get underneath it, then we can really start to understand ourselves and our needs even more. And we can even start to get ahead of potential triggers or potential difficult situations and be able to support ourselves proactively, not by avoidance, but by creating skills or plans or scripts for communication so that the hardships aren't as hard or as discombobulating as if we just went in unconsciously. So disappointment is valuable because it's a feeling. Feelings are valuable because they are care instructions. Care instructions help us understand ourselves and how to take care of ourselves and how to navigate this world as best as possible. So let's look at ways that you, others, we as human beings tend to avoid or escape from feeling disappointment or sadness, because sadness is the parent company feeling here. So what are some ways that you know, just off the top of your head, that you have either been brought up to avoid disappointment or have found yourself avoiding disappointment? What patterns, habits, whether they're active or not? What are some ways that you have tried to avoid, past or present, disappointment?